Hey, this is Jeff with Eternity Shore, and the Admiral and I are getting ready for our first night out on the hook. So we're preparing the boat. We've got several things we need to do. Gotta wait till the plane goes by, of course. As I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted, we are getting ready to spend our first night out on the hook. We're gonna go to Hart-Miller Island, where we've been before. We wanna be safe, and it's pretty well protected anchorage there. And it's just a couple miles away here from our marina. So right now we're prepping the boat for that trip. We are adding fresh water into the freshwater tank, and we need to empty the black water tank. So we're gonna empty the black water tank on our way out, and we'll add diesel to our generator, our diesel generator. So it's hot, so we want to use the generator tonight. I want to make sure we have enough diesel in there. So the Admiral's down below, storing our provisions for our 24-hour journey. We're going to head over to the fuel dock first, and at the fuel dock we are first going to add diesel, which is on the starboard side. Then we're going to flip the boat around and empty our black water tank, and then we'll be pointed in the right direction, and we'll head out during the sunset. So festive shirt for our first go on the hook. The Admiral will make an appearance soon.
I missed the pole completely.
Fix it later.
Alright, tell me when.
I'm ready. Pull it a little bit towards you. Come on.
Woohoo!
Am I clear back there?
You are now clear.
Not at all.
Run now.
I want to try to get more.
Are there cleats over here?
I don't see any.
There's one behind us on the pole, on the pylon.
Can you grab it? What'd you think of that pump out experience?
This is definitely a job I don't want to do anytime soon.
You know, but we did. You did it.
I did it. But it's like when you're blending something in the blender
Yeah.
and you're scared the lid's gonna blow, because once it did, and I don't want that to happen
Yeah.
in
Good
my
thinking.
face.
All right. But we got the pump out. We also did put in about 4 gallons of diesel that you probably see over there. So we're gonna be ready to go on our adventure here. Just keep looking at the Admiral's face.
But I did it.
Yes. Okay, so this tells us the waste is empty. And this tells us, we're not sure what that tells us, but I looked and the freshwater tank is actually all the way full. So I'm not sure why both of those are on. But now we are ready to go. We've got water and less, you know what? So that's a good exchange program. We got 2 tanks full of gas. Let's do this. Let's do this. Pretty nice, huh? Hey, you kids! Get off my lawn! I just want to be together. As the sun is going down, we are officially on the hook at 8:30, sunset, here right outside of Hart-Miller Island. I don't know if you can see that fort, but maybe he'll go there tomorrow. So I think we did the anchor better this time than we did before. So we discovered that we have a remote for the anchor that we forgot that we had. So there's the sunset.
Now we enjoy the sunset.
We enjoy the sunset. We should get a
watch our
beverage.
line.
We need a beverage.
Should get a beverage, but hurry up. We're gonna
Okay, let's get a beverage. Go.
enjoy the
So we did it. We spent our first night on the hook. If you remember, for Memorial Day weekend, we actually spent a night in the boat, but we were at the marina, so we were hooked up to shore power. And that was a night that Mary slept back in the mid-berth and did not sleep well at all because the air conditioning was cycling on and off. So we switched, and she came here up to the V-berth, and she slept great. Now I went to the mid-berth, and I didn't sleep well at all. Now, I don't sleep anyway, so that's not really a big surprise. But it was mostly the generator, thinking about the generator, should it be on all night, or are we bothering anybody? There's only one other boat, a sailboat, that maybe you've seen in the picture, a couple 100 yards away. But it was hot last night. And speaking of hot and circulation and air, you might recall that in one of my previous videos, I couldn't get the portals open, and now I got them. I pried them all open. This is obviously filthy in here, that needs to be cleaned out. But all of our portals are opening, or they're all open now, so we can use them and get more air coming in. Right now, there's a great breeze. So you've got the starboard side by the V-berth. You have the starboard side by the dinette. You have the one I just showed you. Got the one by the galley. Of special importance is the one by the head. So all the portals are now working. Hooray! So one of the concerns that we had last night was whether or not our anchor would hold. And I set the anchor alarm to go off at 120 feet in a nice wide area. So the depth here is about 10 feet. And I probably let a good 50, 60 feet out of road. and notice that from the time we started, we're only 30 feet away from. So this, I should clarify that this anchor distance, I didn't actually turn this anchor alarm on until we had laid the anchor, until we had moved all the way back into position. So really that anchor distance is the distance that we've moved the entire night from where we were originally to where we are now. And I had set the allowed distance to 120 on the app. That would mean that at 100, if this went to 120, the alarm would go off, wake me up, realize that maybe we had gotten out of the anchor. But the winds were light and variable last night, really like 3 to 4 miles an hour, and the current change was negligible. So again, now we're just 40 feet away. This maxed out, at least what I saw last night, at about 70 feet or so. So we had about a 70-foot variance. But this also gives you a picture of where we started, where we are right now. That anchor, again, that's not where our anchor is. That's where we ended up after anchoring. And last night we were as far as all the way on this side. So we've moved from here, the wind shifted, and now we're over here. So anyway, the little anchor app is nice.
So it's a post underneath?